I prefer a real villain to a false hero. Killer Mike. There's no hero without a villain. Mark Pellegrino. If you have not been a villain at a certain point in time, you will never be a hero. And the day you are a hero, you may become a villain the next day. Carlos Ghosn. I think all of us have a hero and a villain in us. Anson Mount. Some people are cowards. I think by and large a third of people are villains, a third are cowards, and a third are heroes. Now, a villain and a coward can choose to be a hero, but they've got to make that choice. Tom Hanks. When you are a hero, you are always running to save someone, sweating, worried and guilty. When you are a villain, you are just lurking in the shadows waiting for the hero to pass by. Then you pop them in the head and go home. Piece of cake. James Marsters. Who is to say who is the villain, and who is the hero? Probably the dictionary. Joss Whedon. Love is willing to become to villain so that the one who you love can stay a hero. Josephine Angolini. The ability to heal does not make one good any more than the ability to kill makes one evil. Kill the right people, and you become a hero. Heal the wrongs once, and you become a villain. It is our choices that define us, not our abilities. Michelle Hodkin, The Retribution of Mara Dyer. It was easier to tell a hero from villain when the stakes were only life or death. Everything in between gets harder. Maggie Stiefvater, The Raven King. Well, I think there are no villains in this world. There are just misunderstood heroes. Tom Hiddleston. Life is not simple, and people can't be boxed into being either heroes or villains. Jessica Hagedorn. Both villains and heroes need to have a steadfast belief in themselves. Jack Gleason. If I lose my temper, you lose your head. Queen of Hearts, Alice in Wonderland. And with everyone super, no one will be. Syndrome, The Incredibles. This is exactly how your father looked before he died. Scar, The Lion King. Now you know what it feels like to be like everyone else. Isn't it just peachy? Hades, Hercules. If only there was someone who loved you. Prince Hans, Frozen. And there, my faithful huntsman, you will kill her, evil queen, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You poor, simple fools. Thinking you could defeat me. Me. The mistress of all evil, Maleficent, Sleeping Beauty. You're speechless, I see. A fine quality in a wife. Jafar, Aladdin. Death is the only adventure you have left. Captain Hook, Peter Pan. The only difference between a hero and the villain is that the villain chooses to use that power in a way that is selfish and hurts other people. Chadwick Boseman. Villain must be a thing of power, handled with delicacy and grace. He must be wicked enough to excite our aversion, strong enough to arouse our fear, human enough to awaken some transient gleam of sympathy. Agnes Repplier. Behind every villain is a truth, whether it be perceived or actual. Dalton Frey, The Darkest Light. In an evil society, a villain is the hero, because only the villain can speak the truth. DJ Kirk. Beware the power of the dark side. Tom Engelberger. I firmly believe that a story is only as good as the villain. Clive Barker. My theory of characterization is basically this: put some dirt on a hero, and put some sunshine on the villain, one brush stroke of beauty on the villain. Justin Cronin. This is how the jewel operates. Status is our sole occupation. Gossip is our currency. Amy Ewing, The Jewel. We always vilify what we don't understand. Nenia Campbell, Horrorscape. I might be the villain of this story. Rebecca Mackay, The Borrower. She didn't want someone to hold her while she cried and tell her it would be alright. She wanted fury, she wanted rage, she wanted a villain to tell her she'd done exactly what she needed to do. Stephanie Garber, The Ballad of Never After. All men are villains. He was afraid, I realized, and I wonder now if it was because his proclamation made him a villain too. Marie Lu, The Kingdom of Back.